Have you ever wanted to shoot a video and have some really cool angles but don't really know how to mount your full frame camera or your mirrorless camera to get those angles? I've got the product for you. What's up, beautiful people? TJ here with another episode of What the F-Stop. Today we're going to be talking about the Fat Gecko Triple Mount thing right here so you can get cool shots like this. Now you may be asking yourself, how is TJ recording this video with this video quality while he's driving his truck, audio booming, video quality booming? I'm gonna show you how. You know, let's just say you're trying to get some B-roll, or if you're doing like vlogging and you want to shoot video inside of your car. I'm going to show you a little setup that I have. This will actually work with any size camera. So right now I'm shooting with the Sony A7R Mark III, which is a fairly heavy camera. It's full frame, and it also has the Sigma 16mm f-stop 1.4 attached to it. I'm using the Rode Video Go wireless microphone, and I actually have my camera attached to a external monitor. Now, this is a disclaimer. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm not looking at the lens, and I'm not looking at the monitor. I actually just have all that set up so that I can set the shots up and different stuff like that. Now, the mount that I'm actually using is the Fat Gecko Triple Suction Cup Mount. So it actually will hold a camera up to 11 pounds. And it's actually a pretty cool setup. Right now I'm not using all three of the little feet. I'm only using two of the feet. But if you had a different type of camera, or if you had a different kind of mount that you want to use it for, you would actually probably need the 3 feet. So this is actually an excellent setup if you wanted to do any kind of vlogging, or if you wanted to just attach your camera to the side of your car, and you didn't want to use like a GoPro or a DJI Osmo Action. You could actually use this type of setup. Now, I'm nervous. I'm just a nervous kind of guy. So whenever I'm attaching, you know, my thousands of dollars worth of camera gear to the side of a car, I'm very cautious. So if you if you're nervous about losing it, I will make sure I test the setup quite a bit before I like attach it to the side of a car and try to drive down the road. Now, with this little setup right here, it's just set up to the front mirror of my car, and it's not intrusive. It's not blocking my field of view. It's off to the side, and there is no way that this thing is going to fall. It's actually very, very sturdy. All right, so what am I talking about? I am talking about this little bad boy right here. So right from the top, you can see that it has 2 suction cups. It actually has a 3rd suction cup that I don't have connected here, but the 2 suction cups are really, really sturdy. When you have them on a flat, slick surface, they will mount really, really tightly. They do have some little buttons right here that will actually push that onto it, and you can pull this out and it will lock it in place. Now, right now I have my Sony A6400 attached to it, so it does have a 1/4 inch mount down here at the bottom. And you can attach, you know, if you want to attach a GoPro, or if you want to attach a DJI Osmo Pocket or Action, you can attach it right there, or you can attach a full frame mirrorless camera, DSLR, whatever you have right here, and it's going to be like super sturdy. So whenever I was shooting that video in the car, I actually had 3, or I actually only used these 2, but you can actually have 3, and I think if you had 3, it would actually be a lot more sturdy when and if you're driving around. So you can, I mean, I've seen people hook these things up to the side of the car and do really cool like driving shots, looking at the wheel, looking at the landscape as you're driving by. So I'm a little bit nervous when it comes to that type of thing. I'm not saying I won't ever do it, but I will say this thing does hold up to 11 pounds, and just with my video test, it actually held up to the it came up to the plate. So I want to show you exactly how you connect this thing. So I just left just the two pieces on here, but it has this button on the top, and if you can see it, it actually says press. So if you want to suction it onto whatever it is, you just push that. I'm just gonna go ahead and push both of them. And then it has these levers on the back. So what happens when you flip those levers is it locks that into place, and it makes it like super sturdy. I mean, like, that right there is sturdy. And if you're connected to something, I had this like connected onto the side of my car, and I didn't have any issues. So if you want to connect your camera to it, all you have to do is, I just so happen to have a spare Sony a6400, and you can connect it, and then you can move it and articulate it and move it any angle, tighten it up, and it just stays there. And so say for instance you was trying to film on the side of a car and you got this on there, this right here will actually allow you to get those really cool angles. You can see I'm just kind of just moving this around freely, and it's just like stuck on there. And that's actually a pretty hefty lens right there, but actually it works really good, especially if you need some extra suction, or if you don't trust that enough, you can put that third arm on there and it will actually hold it. So all in all, this is actually a really cool thing, especially if you are a filmmaker, or even if you're just a vlogger or something like that, and you want to have something to make some really cool shots. So if you want to get your hands on one of these things, I will leave a link to it in the description section below. Also in the first comment, I'll leave a link to it with B&H Photo. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one.